DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, you can tell it's spring weather, at least for a few days. And here I am walking in my usual lunch break place. And for the moment everything is dry. Yeah, so what we're going to chat about today? Well, let's see. What's going to go happen this week? Towards the end of the week, with Mrs. DC and a friend, a couple of ours, friends, we will be off to the Black Forest. Yeah, we're going to go back to the places where, if those of you probably remember, we've been before. And this couple is going to be out with us. It's the couple that I'm on the foundation, so for Africa with. And if any of you have very sharp eyes or very good memory, a few times when I've been to Sweden, and the first time I went, as far as business was concerned, in Ireland, the guy was there. Yeah. And actually their picture is probably somewhere on Facebook as well. So yeah, if those are out for their detective skills, you could find who we're going to be going with. What else? Well, I will probably before the end of this week make a Spooky University video. Am I looking for what I'm going to talk about? No, not really. I'm just trying to get things in the order. There were some things I was going to chat about, and I'm wondering. It was kind of interesting when I was looking at the vlogs I made in the last few weeks, which subjects people just simply don't want to touch with a pole. It's quite amusing. And if you talk about, I thought maybe it would be politics, politically correct people, are always very careful at times, and then can lash back really, really hard. But it's interesting to see. There's these kids I'm just seeing over there. They've been going around with their bikes all over. And this time they're actually in the road. Anyway. Yeah, so I was going to say that I made via, it was a tag from Dave Nicholson. It's called the Christian tag. And it's just quite amusing to see that there's basically no comments on that one. Albeit a lot of people have looked at it. So, yeah, it just shows us, this goes to say that there's some subjects that people really don't want to touch with a long pole. Oh. This looks like a shelter. Yeah, definitely. It's a shelter. Not Dave Nicholson, the other one. Look here. Now, can't you see this was made in a very particular way. Probably for little people. No, I'm being facetious, Dave. I'm not trying to be mean, but it is interesting that somebody's come and made this in this way. Because I was going to say this is probably made from some kids around here, but because we're right beside that famous circle, which has been partially taken apart. You can see that things have been moved over. It's kind of been vandalized. It has been used in the lately, so probably people have been using the wood. Oh yeah, so as I was talking, it's amusing for me to see how some subjects really people are afraid, and if I put things in an order, people seem to be more afraid to offend or afraid to give their opinions. There's on religion. And religion and politics are two things that usually get into a person's core beliefs, don't they? But the thing is that some people, and I agree, accept that, and I respect that, don't want to talk about that with other people because they wouldn't want to feel like they would offend people. And very often in our society, I mean, I was going to say it's a strange thing. On certain subjects, you'll notice a lot of people are not scared to offend. But if you're friends with somebody and you don't agree on something that's a core belief, then you're careful. And I agree and I respect that. I mean, you don't want to take a chance to offend. And I think that's one thing about comments compared to actual conversation, and that you will see, is that people say the darndest things with comments and can be really, really mean at times. And I'm not, you see that on Facebook mostly actually. But when it comes out to, with friends, you would like to be able to say things with words because you can come back right then and there if somebody is not understanding really what you mean. So yeah, was I surprised that there were less comments? No, because that's the type of thing that very well, that it gets down to the inner being of people, and I was going to say to their beliefs or non-beliefs, and so I guess it's okay. Anything else? Well, no, I'm just walking around checking to see if that work colleague of mine's around here, because he was around yesterday and he said, I didn't see you. I mean, we must have just walked off, and then in a way, I like being on my own over lunch, so that's all right. That's it. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop here. And hope you all have a good week for well, actually it's only Tuesday. There's just quite a bit left. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.